Hi, baby duck. Do you have a question? Oh, here's Wyoming Rocks. What is my cat thinking when it follows me to the bathroom and just sits there? Okay. What's your cat's name? Wyoming Rocks. Bug. Baby duck, if you want to jump in, you let me know the question and what your pet's name is. And we'll do that. You have to pick a deck too. One of these decks here. Now you can see all of them. And this one will be available again. All right, Bug. Why do you follow him into the bathroom? What is it that we can know about Bug and his bathroom habits? Why does he need to go into the bathroom with his owner and sit there? Does he always go into the bathroom with you every time? Tell us about Bug, please. Okay, we have 3 thrones. Can you see that well enough? I think you can. Which is hilarious. Spirit, you're hilarious. Let's get a vibe card on what Bug is doing while you're sitting on your throne. What is Bug thinking about this? He's looking at you. He's just watching you. Okay. Does he only come in when you're on the throne? Let me ask you that question. Because I've got like all kinds of different viewpoints of you on your throne here with Bug watching you. So can I have an oracle card to help me with that, please? What's Bug doing besides just watching? Just observing, just checking what out here. He wants to know what you're paying attention to. He wants to know what you're focusing on. That's what Bug has to say. That's hilarious. I don't know if you find that funny, but I certainly do. Tell us about Bug. Greed by any means necessary. Inconsiderate is what Bug is, right? He's just being a little inconsiderate of the things that you think are sacred, but he does not. See, and here's my advice to you about Bug is like go watch him when he goes to the bathroom and see what he does. Does that satisfy you? He doesn't like it when I watch him. Well, maybe you should explain to Bug that it's inconsiderate, right? That was our card, that it was inconsiderate. That it's inconsiderate and that you have rules about the throne. Unless you don't care that he's there. Now, I gotta say that this card here, with you on the throne and having something in your hands, and like you having more things in your hands here, the truth may be that he thinks you're going to give him something. Do you give him treats when you're on the throne there, Wyoming Rocks? All right, baby duck. Yes, I would like to ask, did Rebecca tamper with needle she was administering to me? Well, what kind of pet do you have that has the dexterity to administer a needle to you, baby duck? Rebecca? Might not be a pet. See, Rebecca might be something other than what we call a pet. Oh. Well, okay. Let me consider the question otherwise, though. Let me look at that. Look at that. Lovers. Hmm. Well, I guess we're using this deck. Baby duck. That's 2 lovers card. So let's see. Did Rebecca tamper with the needle? What was she administering to you? Love? There's something here that is not clear about this story. But there might be a lot of needles involved. Hmm? So what more do you have to tell us, baby duck, about this story? I didn't necessarily get an affirmation of a yes, but let me just say that usually when I do a read, okay, she's a nurse. When I do a read, an ace for me is a yes, right? And that's what we got. I got that. Ace. And interesting you said that she's a nurse, because this looks like a nurse with a nice little nursey hat on, right? But here's the question of the mini needles. Now, what I'm going to say is, the possibility of the intentions there are not malevolent. Like, this person may think that they are healing you. They believe that. Does that make sense? Right. So if there was tampering, I don't know what that means necessarily. I could get more information on that. It doesn't look like it was a malevolent tampering. I'm not sure what tampering means. What does tampering mean in this case? What do you have to say for us there? What would that mean? We'll talk about that. Okay. Tampering with the Strength card. And I have the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Coins, and the 7 of Coins. So let me look at that. Again, we have something that looks like a nurse. She's administering to this lion. 3, 3, and a 7. There's the concoction. But it was like collaborated on. Meaning, what I'm getting here is just it was something that was prescribed, I think, is what I'm seeing. Is that correct? She walked out of the room to ask the doctor a question with a needle in her hand. Okay. Yeah, I was saying it was, there was a collaboration. So maybe there was something that she, wanted to ask about that. I'm not sure what she was asking specifically. Maybe about a potential for something. Like maybe she was concerned about a reaction if you're taking multiple. Okay, right. So, yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me that a good nurse would recognize a medication that could make your blood pressure go higher and then would question whether or not that was a good idea to just to cover her own her own butt, honestly. But also with intentions, that we saw that earlier, good intentions for you. Nothing malevolent going on there. with whatever she did. So it was in your best and highest good, your best interest, for sure. So I guess then tampering, don't think so. Because the ace that I did get back here, again, this one is just, it's full of love. So, yeah. I think Rebecca is getting the nod here from Spirit. You can tell her she did a good job to check with what she checked with, or I don't know, that might freak her out too much, baby duck, if you let her know that you're getting tarot reads on what she's doing. That was interesting. Well, I'm sorry that Rebecca wasn't a pet, but that was fun. I hope it answers your question. I hope it made you feel better about that. Well, I hear you on the anxiety with the healthcare. I do. I hope that clarifies it, and maybe, will lower your anxiety about those things. It's good for you to pay attention, though. It's good for you to be aware of what's happening, for sure, and to question. You have the right to do that, and you should. So maybe next time, just straight up ask Rebecca, why did you do that? I'm sure she'll answer your question. And I hope you feel better. And yeah, anxiety and blood pressure, they go hand in hand. I don't know why I'm going to start talking about that. But maybe I just took a big deep breath, and maybe some breathing exercises for you. There's something called the baby belly breath. I don't know if you've heard about that, but if you look up baby belly breath, you might find that it really eases your anxiety and can help you lower your blood pressure as well. And I'm glad that I helped ease it. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you weren't going to tell me a horror story about what kind of monster she was. Because the cards weren't saying that. Not at all. You had a good nurse. I think a lot of them are. It's a hard job, and you have to love it to do it. Well, do you have a pet? Is there anything else you want to know, Wyoming Rocks, about your cat? And did you tell me whether or not you gave him treats while you were sitting on a throne? You are welcome. You have a good night, too. Yeah. I have one of those, too. Yeah. The pet that's not a pet that just sprays outside. Yes. Yes. Well, you have a good night as well. Thanks for the visit. Laughter. You give him kitty treats. Yeah. Well, the cards did a good job then, telling me like how many kitty treats you give him when you're happen to be on the throne. That was hilarious. At time, but what is Iggy thinking? Okay. Which deck do you want for Iggy? Hey, Karen. You can read your pet's mind. Excellent. He's not so easy to read, huh? Do you have a question about the pet or about him? What deck do you want for Iggy? Iggy's deck. Which one? The bird. All right. Iggy. What's Iggy thinking? Here we go. Iggy. What's Iggy thinking about all of it? Is there something that Dennis needs to know about Iggy? Iggy and his thoughts. Well, hello. How your chihuahua is feeling. Okay. I will check. Pick a deck. And I will check on her. What is her name? There's a black deck here. A traditional. And then the one I have in my hand. All right. Iggy. What is it that Wyoming needs to know about Iggy? What to tell him? Iggy. What's Iggy got to say? The Vision Quest. The Son of Water, which is the Knight of Cups. And the Hermit. Interesting. So the Knight of Cups is about bringing a message. So what he would like to say, look at the artwork on that one. That one's a beauty. He would like to say that he is going to hermit up here and he's going to make a transformation. Look at how that smoke wraps around the figure here and how that blanket looks like a skin. It's time to shed. That's what Iggy has to say. So let me know how Iggy does in his scaling the effort, his descaling effort. that's coming up soon. He's going to become a hermit. I guess that means he doesn't want to eat. Do they eat when they do that? Okay. Little Pig is her name. Did you have a deck preference? Karen, did you like one of these decks better than the other? Got a black one. Traditional. That one's Native American. Which one? For Little Pig. Little Pig. Which one? For Little Pig. Should I pick Wyoming pick the deck for Little Pig? All right. So for little pig, let's do this for little pig. What do we have to say? How is she doing, this little pig? Mm-hmm. All right. She's... Mm-hmm. How's little pig? Tell me more. What can we tell Karen about little pig? How is little pig doing with her health? What can we share with her about little pig? What does she need to know? Eight of fire, which is insight. Six of air, which is clarity. And spirit guide, which is a beautiful card in this deck. The Eight of Fire is the same as the Eight of Wands. So fast moving, rapid events. And the Six of Air is the Six of Swords, which is going to a better place. And the spirit guide. And I think more than anything, that message is saying, don't worry. You know, you were asking, how is she? She's clear about what's happening. She understands that. And they don't feel the same way about death that we do. You know, they have some clarity with that. Like she can see spirit just fine. You know, they don't have problems seeing that connection. They're connected all the time. And maybe she wants to remind you of that. She's okay with it. You need to be okay with it too. She's asking you to do that. I'm just hearing, like, be grateful. And just love her. I'm going to ask what else here? What else? What other advice about little pig? And her health and how she is doing. She's happy in her mind. What else to know about little pig? Whoa. Okay. What else? The Advent Nine of Water, which is the Nine of Cups. Joy in this card. And the Father of Water, which is the King of Cups. And the Lovers. So, you know, fast-moving events with joy. And although you may not want to hear what I'm saying, you know, because there's a possibility that there's not a lot of time left with her. But that, you know, to treasure that. The vet that I have known all my life, right? The one thing that he says that I remember, it just rings true, is nothing dies with its mouth full. And that's a good one. So yeah, I think that I wouldn't worry too much about her. And if she does go soon, then she's in a good place. Yeah. So just, yeah, enjoy that. Smoked sausages. That might be why she has cancer. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know why I said that. Smoke your own sausages for the dog. Do you guys know anybody that does that? That does the smoked sausage? That has a smokehouse even? Somebody was asking me the other day. Like an old time smokehouse that they could get in touch with. So yeah, if you know anybody that does that still, there's people that are wanting to learn. What's next? Got anything else? You retracted your own message. Maybe we should find out if you can retract mine. Oh, I didn't even do it. See what happens if you try that. No, but you can block me. Okay. So the Chinook Husky. What's the Husky's name? And which deck? Ooh, we gotta pick a different deck for the Husky. I'm going with this one. Did you see the video? Let's talk about the Husky. All right, let's talk about the Husky. Yukon Jack. Or damn it, Jack. Yeah, depending on the behavior. Tell me about damn it, Jack. Tell me about Jack. What is it that Karen should know about Jack? Is anything there to tell him? What is it that she needs to know about Jack? Queen of Swords. The Five of Wands. And the Two of Wands. Jack. Challenging. There's something bubbling here. I need more cards, though. What is it that Jack needs Karen to know about this? Yes, the magician. What else? Two of Wands, Five of Wands. And the Sun. Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. More walks, if that makes sense at all, or more activity with you, perhaps. Like more engaging, energetic activity with you. All right, I'm getting the whole download on what a husky is and what a husky does. They work. They have great stamina. And Jack would like for you to know that he would like to be able to challenge his stamina. That's what he's built for, and that's what he wants to do. The Eight of Swords, and all I'm seeing is a fence. So, like, either, like, when he does exercise, the place might be too small, or there's just not enough to challenge him. And that is what he's looking for, if that makes sense at all. You know, he's asking for you to make that happen for him. Like, I don't know, if he likes to chase a ball or something like that, just, he wants to push his limits physically and mentally. They're very smart as well. Yeah, that's cool. That's neat. I had no idea what to expect reading for pets, but that's pretty cool. Yep. Or you take him outside more, or you go and do things that are, you know, I don't know if you like to run, or I don't know. That's what he's asking for. Movement and challenge. And then and then he might stop challenging you so much. That's cool. Thanks, Jack. Did that make any sense at all? I hope it did. Do you like to run? What? Come on. I don't have, look, I can delete the, the moderator as well. Don't make me boot the moderator. You never know. January 1st is coming up. Jack likes to run. I think that's the point. Ah, there we go. Of course he does. He wants to run everywhere. I think that's his point. Maybe you should build a little cart for him, and like hook him to it, and like let him pull you around the neighborhood. I don't know, or around the farm. make him a drag strip. This dog has some energy. I can feel that for sure. And maybe you could like make the little cart, and like, I don't know, let the neighbors' kids ride and let him pull them around. That would be a challenge for him. A Chinook Husky has German Shepherd and Platinum on a lab. Okay. Give me something else. Interesting. Yeah, there was a lot of energy going on with the cards. Maybe taking him like I don't know if you ride the horses still, but taking him with on a long ride maybe. I don't know. He wants to move for sure. I mean, you know, their nature, they can go all day long. They go. Well, look, we survived the first 42 minutes of being live. Nice. They make good companions. Our pets. Pets are people too. And speaking of that, Turtle's going to be upset because you didn't ask a question about her. Does she know? Is she looking at the computer screen? Because you know she can get in later and look at it while she's shopping on Amazon. Yeah, while you think of a question for Turtle, I have a question that Turtle just sent me. And the question is, Turtle wants me to know the real story behind what happened with her present. Turtle Turtle wants to confess something about the present. She wants to reveal something actually. What is it that Turtle wants to reveal about the present? What does Turtle have to say about that? Split the deck and I get the what? The devil card? Now, Turtle. What are you saying, Turtle? That you weren't responsible for sending that present? That wasn't your idea? Turtle's telling me all kinds of things here, Wyoming. What else about that present, Turtle? Uh-oh, there's two cards. I'm going to just take them. Huh? The Star, the Hangman. I'm going to finish. Yep, she's wanting some direction on some enlightenment on that. Yeah, see, she's saying that turtle, that present that you sent, yeah, the one that she sent me, she's clarifying exactly who it was that sent it to me. And she's saying that somebody here isn't telling the truth. I wonder who that is. That's not telling the truth. The truth. Who really sent that, Turtle? This is what she wants everyone to know. Who really sent the present, Turtle? Whose idea was that? Well, these spit out. Nah. Whose idea was that? Oh, look at this. You can't make this up. Whose idea was it? Can you see them? There we go. Oh, that's a good picture. Do I even need to like interpret those cards for you? But do you have a question about Turtle other than the confession that she just made to the world on live camera? I think we're the only two left in here again. I think that's you and me. We survived this long. Oh, well, hey, okay. So I'm looking at my little screen and I'm seeing like there's two people. And I was thinking that it was Wyoming and me that were watching. So I don't know how they count the people. Do you have any other questions? Not necessarily about a pet, but about anything? I don't know. Give me something to do. Now that Turtle's made her confession and clarified things. Turtle cannot look you in the eye at the moment. Is that on a regular basis, or do you mean like right now at this moment? Because I will ask why Turtle won't look you in the eye. No comment. That doesn't help. I'm going to see if I can. I cannot confirm or deny anything Turtle says or does. She's a cat. When am I going to come over for a cup of tea? Goats Gardens, yeah. Yeah. So you guys have those things going on over there too. Yeah. My goats are I don't know, they're doing about a month. So that's that's going to be interesting. It's a little early for my preference. I usually breed them a little later. But the Billy broke in. And so now they're due like in February. All at the same time. That blows. But that's good for milking. I do. Yeah, it's been a long time. I'll have to do that. I'll have to come over and just hang out for a second. Some tea sounds pretty good. Matter of fact, I think I'll drink. $55.5 on the clock. Are we ready to wrap? Are we going to hang out? What do you want to do? Right? I gotta say, they are not my favorite creature. Oh, Turtle's question is 1 to 2 times a month for stress reaction, for stress reduction. It's like, what do you need to do to help her with stress reduction? Turtle? Am I getting that right? One to 2 times a month. Stress reduction. She said you don't need to answer the question. I think it's just catching up with me. You said you don't need to answer the question. Look, it was clear. It was clear who was asking the questions and sending the presents, right? You saw that big devil card. They don't lie. They don't lie. For stress reduction. I don't think we have to stay the entire time. Do we? I'm going to ask about the stress reduction. She asked a question about remembrance. I'm going to ask about the stress reduction value of such activities. The stress reduction value of such activities that Turtle is discussing. What can you share with us about these activities, and is that a valuable tool for stress reduction? Turtle's suggestion. What can you tell us about that? Stress reduction activity. What do we need to know? Page of Cups. The Four of Cups. We've got a lot of cups going on here. And the Three of Wands. The stress reduction activity. 3 times is better. Maybe 4. It's a recommendation. 3 to 4. 3 to 4 times. Is might be better, I think, is what the recommendation is. So you might want to up that recommendation. Yeah, I'll answer questions about any kind of animal. You guys have rabbits? I have rabbits too. I don't have the pot-bellied pig. I have rats, but they're not like, and mice, but they're not my friends. I have chickens, and they're not my friends either, but they're chickens. I was kind of hoping somebody with a rabbit might show up. I kind of wanted to do a reading on a rabbit. I guess I could do some on my own, but I mean, they talk to me all the time, so I hope I have their message nice and clear. Is their zoo going to be growing? Which deck? The flower. Is the zoo going to grow? Is the zoo going to grow? Some are for eating and some are for company, right? Stud muffin. Well, how is Stud Muffin's little zoo going to grow? How's Stud Muffin doing? Right. How's the rabbit breeding business going to go for Stud Muffin? What kind of rabbits are they? Here we go. Zoo growth. It's looking pretty growy. We got 2 7s on the board. Yeah, for sure. Growy. New Zealand giants, right? For sure. Lots of potential for growth. Lots of options. I have Californians. Jump in there. It seems like we have, like, that number changes on my screen from the 2 to the 3. And I don't know if that's like an additional person that's coming in and viewing or not. But if it is, and you can hear me and you got a question, you jump in that chat and tell me. Pick a deck. Well, I can probably help you there. But I don't have the same breed. So if you're sticking to that breed, I know people that have the Flemish giants, and I know people that have New Zealands, but I don't know anyone that has crosses. A Flemish giant female would be, well, either way. I know people that have, I know more people with Flemish. But he might have a couple New Zealands as well. Okay. I'm not sure what her question is. Okay, I've got them going all kinds of directions. And that's unusual that they're coming up upside down. So I'm going to read them that way. Well, I'm not sure what the question is. So if we're talking about rabbits and genetic diversity, the Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands. Interesting, this was the dogs. The card, these two were in Jack's reading as well. So is this. Six of Wands, and it's upside down now. And I have Justice and the Queen of Wands upside down. What's that got to do with the... Unless they're saying, okay, unless your mama rabbits are trying to say that Jack makes them upset. Jack upsets the rabbits. Does that make any sense? Need me to, yeah. Californian breeds well, yeah, each, yeah. They're a great rabbit. They go all good. Yeah. And I do have those. So maybe Jack upsets the rabbits. I don't know. Is that what I'm seeing? Or maybe here was the fence. Here was the fence card. Like maybe they're saying, I don't know. Are they saying Jack can get too close to the fence? Can get too close to them, or he upsets them when he gets close to them because he's rowdy, maybe? I don't know. Does that make any sense at all about Jack and the rabbits? Because I've got the same cards coming in. Justice. Look at this cat. Can you see him? Not really. Lighting is hard with these dark cards. Damn it, Jack, you rowdy boy. That's funny. There we go. Well, look, it's not all for nothing. We did get something out of the... Yeah, like the cards are all freaked out. Well, that's what they got to say. They're saying that Jack is taking them off. Yeah, you can't lie. I know you can't lie. See, there's that card right there again. It proves that you give them treats while you're sitting on the throne, and this is why they go to the bathroom with you. But that does not answer the reason why my dogs do the same thing. So there, I have my own question, don't I? Because I don't give my dogs treats when I go into the restroom. Why? Why then, in general? Just in general, this is not a phenomenon that is just exclusive to a few pet owners. I think most people that have indoor pets experience the phenomenon of the bathroom visitation. Why do our pets go to the bathroom with us? What do they want to know? I mean, Wyoming's they want a treat, but my dogs don't get treats. So what is it? What is it that we need to know about the phenomenon of pets being in the bathroom with their owners? What are they doing? Let's take a look. Well, thank you, and go eat dinner. It was fun. Have a good night. All right. Why do they go to the bathroom with us? Look, we have all of this water pouring out. All right. Into the big tub. Daughter of Earth, which is the page of coins and integration. What are we talking about here with the phenomenon of our pets going in there with us? The page of coins. I need some more here. Discovering. Connection. Oh, connection. Integration. Now you're answering the question. All right. Focused attention. Focused attention. So let me get this where you can see it. Womp. So she's looking right at us. And this card, she is focused intently on what she's creating. So what I'm getting here is that when we go to the John and our pets follow us in there, is for a focused moment of attention. You focus right on them. That's why they do it. Ta-da! Bug has returned. All right. Are you ready to call it good? Sweet. Thank you for helping.